What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team from the American, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Ready, set. Jackrabbit. Timber.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. More stopping him short of the first down line. Guys, let's chat about App State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Stroman. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
To the air. It's Yarnell. Hauls it in. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Hands it off. Turning it on.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass up here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Let's go!
They're going to run it to the right. The ball is out behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Okay,
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Yarnell. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. There we go. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Mountaineers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air, it's Swan. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the back. He's loose. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Floating away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
He was working his way toward midfield, and they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Swan. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They run the reverse. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. It's a running room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Yarnell. unloads to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Dances away. With the catch, it's Roberts. And he's still running after the move. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Dozier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, App State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Burgess. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Burgess. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got enough for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive piece. He's going to hit it, and right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Yarnell. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Cricket.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Burgess. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Looking for a push on fourth down. The Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out. Defense, you could tell they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the back. Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. It's Yarnell. Pulls it in. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The sure hands, it's Sparks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter.
Texas State, 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
It up, and they were on the move. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hunting on first down. But fine. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Swan. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to throw on third. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on fourth down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz. And they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's getting ahead
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Got it.
2nd and goal for the offense.
Set.
On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. From the gun. Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Swan. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man covered. Just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dozier. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse, and they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got his man, makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. For App State, 7, Texas State, 0. State.